Good morning, North Carolina Prepper here. I want to talk, I'm not even sure what to name this video. I was thinking homemade survival antibiotics, voodoo, milk and bread poultices. Now, a while back, I was watching a show called Frontier House. I heard about this from a prepper named Bluegrass Prepper, and I'll link him in the notes and stuff. But he made a playlist of Frontier House, which is about 1800 or something. Modern people going back and acting like they're living in the 1800s. Well, I really enjoyed this series and watched a lot of things they did. And tried not to interject my modern technology into it. Then I thought, well, let me watch a little bit of Little House on the Prairie. Well, there was a scene in there in the episode called "A Matter of Faith," where she scratched herself. The mother scratched herself on a wire. And I said, well, dead, death sentence, dead. Because in a survival situation without antibiotics, you're pretty much screwed. But I wouldn't want to have to drop doxycycline because I scratched myself with a wire. Well, she did a milk and bread poultice, and I never heard of such a thing. So I called my dad, who knows about these things. And he said, oh yeah, we used to do as a kid, and we'd heal this and pull that out and draw out infections. They also did crazy ass shit like wrapping raw bacon on a wound to get glass out. Never mind, there's probably the salt in the bacon or the glass and the splinter would come out if you just left it alone. But whatever. I wouldn't do it. Sounds like a recipe for infection. But a milk and bread poultice is what they do is they take some milk and sop up a little bit in bread, just a little bit, just make it a little like mushy, and squeeze out the rest, and they put it on the wound or whatever, and then they put a cheesecloth or white cloth or a paper or whatever on it, and let it dry, and then peel it off, and it would have the infection in it. And they repeat this till it was gone. Well, this is probably why they didn't live long, but hey, I don't know. So I'm asking you guys what you think about this. At first I thought, well, maybe it might work because, the cow, it was all raw milk back then, and all the cow might pass its immune system like a mother does to a child when they're breastfeeding. But I looked at all the recipes, and basically they say to scald the milk, and the hotter the better. So it's kind of a warm compress, which I could see that bringing something to a head too. Wet heat, moist heat. So I don't really know. I mean, like I said, I asked my dad. I'm asking you guys, and I'm gonna send a note off to Ironhead 41 because he just seems like the kind of guy that would know about this. No offense, Ironhead, but it just seems like you would know. So I'm gonna send it off to him and see if I can get a video response from him about it. But I'm curious about this because I could see that it could work and maybe not work, but it might work because it's it's a moist compress. Now I can see I've heard about using honey in wounds because it makes like a little bit of peroxide and it starves the things from oxygen and all kinds of good stuff. I've heard about that. I've heard wet bandages with Epsom salt. You make a poultice out of anything, which is basically a mixture applied to the skin and covered wet with a wet, hot material usually, or water or milk or whatever. In this case, milk, but or actually in this case, creamer, but milk. So I don't know. Please tell me what you think. Let me know your experiences because, like I said, if I got a scratch and start getting infected, and let's say for some reason I don't have Neosporin, milk and bread is a renewable resource that you can make out in the wild if you have a cow and weed. I mean, I can't go in my backyard and mix up some Neosporin or something like that. But if milk and bread would work on like a scratch, I don't have any wounds where I'd try this, but I would put it on there and that'd be a lot better than, oh, it's mildly infected. Let me take a full course of doxycycline or penicillin or some powerful antibiotic. If this will work, let's go with the hillbilly antibiotic here and see how it works. So please, tell me what your experiences are, what your thoughts are. I could see this as a great way to induce infection in an open wound, but I just don't know. So I'd like your opinions, and maybe you guys could tell me what you think and if it would work or not. I don't know. And when I get a wound, I'll try it because right now, if it goes badly, I'll just go to the doctor and get antibiotics. But if there's a major catastrophe like an EMP or something, I'm not going to be running to the doctor. The doctor's not going to be there. So please respond to this video and let me know what you think and if it's a good idea or how bad of an idea it is. I just don't know. Alright, North Carolina Prepper here. Please rate and subscribe, and I get some more videos up soon. Have a great day.